Hey guys, so we have to address Iron Biby's axle from the weekend. It's been an incredible weekend, obviously had my own highs from that, but there's so much more that happened this weekend, and one of the first things I want to dive into is Iron Biby breaking Eddie Hall's axle world record. The record was 216 kilos. Iron Biby went and, let's not say he smashed it, because he broke it by 1 kilo, but new world record holder. Now, there's been a lot of controversy, as there always is online. I know Liz likes to look at the comments.
I love to read the comments. I don't know why. I come away feeling terrible.
What have you been? What's the feedback from the comments?
Okay. So the first thing I think we should address, a reoccurring theme I saw, was that he didn't hold it for long enough or under control for long enough. So I've taken the clip and I've slow-moed it, and we're all going to watch it together and decide, did he hold it for long enough?
Let's take a look.
So we've started from the chest. Up it goes. Now he takes a little stumble back.
Yep.
This is the point of control. He's got the down signal already. Bam, it goes down. And then we have some joyous jumping. Now, there is nothing in the rule book in Strongman to say it must be held for X amount of time. And with overheads in particular, I feel, literally the second the referee sees it under control, the athlete has stopped moving and it's locked out, that's when the down signal comes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, let me take you back a few steps there, because the first thing you said was there's no rule, there's nothing in the rule book. Well, in Strongman, there's no rule book. And I've mentioned this before. There is no official rule book. And you have a number of organisations that basically, they try and adhere to the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But there's slight differences, you know. And the one thing I always say is I will never, ever blame the athlete. It will always come down to the referee. If the referee gives you the down signal, as an athlete, you put that bloody weight down. Yeah. You know, if you get a down signal as an athlete, all you're thinking is, yes, I've got it, down goes the weight. Now, if as the referee you're not happy with the athlete, then you make them keep fighting for that rep. And I'm sure if the referee didn't give Iron Biby the down signal, he would have held that weight longer. You can clearly see he got his feet in balance. His arms were locked out. He pressed the weight overhead. I'm convinced he can press a lot more weight overhead as well.
I think so too.
Let's remember, this was the third attempt. And I know that's another thing you want to get onto. And I will point out as well, as athletes there watching, we watched the first attempt, saw him fail, saw him have another go, unfortunately didn't get it. And then we thought, that's that.
We all buggered off, didn't we?
All buggered off, ready to get ready for the next event. Afterwards, obviously, they come in and say, did you see it? He smashed the record. And we're like,
no.
What? We didn't see it. Obviously upset that we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Not till later when we kind of saw that the crowd wanted him to go again. He wanted another attempt. Now, I've seen people as well complaining that he shouldn't have been allowed this attempt. Well, firstly, there's plenty of strongman records that go on in and out of contest. Now, This was never going to affect the overall results. He'd already won the event. So he was the only athlete to do 205. No other athlete was going to be affected in terms of points. All that this was going to do is take more energy away from him for the whole competition. Now, Iron Biby came in shape. I've never seen him in this good a shape all round. He really could have won this competition if it wasn't for his bicep. He hurt his bicep. Now, cleaning this implement, he would have hurt it even more. It's a horrible... I mean, I've seen bicep tears doing axle cleans many times. Adam Bishop had a bicep tear a number of years back at Europe's Strongest Man on axle. It's a horrible event. It does tax the biceps. So he's had 3 attempts to clean 217 kilos we're talking about. You know, this is world record territory.
And that was after the 3 lifts he'd done previously as well.
Now, I do think that Iron Biby can get technically better.
Yeah.
And I think once he does, he's going to absolutely annihilate not just this record, but every single overhead record there is.
What do you think he could do out of the rack on the axle?
I reckon he's up at 240, 250.
Do you really think?
I genuinely believe it, and I wouldn't say, I don't throw these kind of crazy numbers out.
No, I know you don't.
I'm witness to some of the strongest men on the planet. I train with Graham Hicks. I see, Luke Stoltman, what he's capable of. I've trained with Zadrunas, Eddie Hall. These guys that are just ridiculous when it comes to shoulder strength. I've never met a man with the shoulder power of Iron Biby. And when you have the likes of Luke sat there, me, Graham Hicks, and all these other great strongmen watching, and our minds are just blown by the way he presses weights.
Yeah, it is crazy.
You look at Novikov, when if you looked at during the warm-ups and stuff, Novikov is a technician. Every single lift he does, from his warm-up to his working set, exactly the same. And I admire that greatly, because it makes him efficient. He gets every single bit of power out of his body. I think Iron Biby's going on 80% of what he's capable of.
Yeah.
Which is a scary thought.
Yeah.
He's muscled up the world record. With a little bit of work, what is that man capable of? I think when it comes to pure shoulder power, he is in a world of his own.
But overall, what a great showing from Iron Biby. It's so nice to see him back at competition, because he's a strange anomaly in the sport, isn't he?
He is.
He's never competed in World's Strongest Man. He seems, like we've seen him at WUS, that was the last time we saw him, WUS Dubai in 2019. So we really had no idea what sort of shape he was coming in. But he came in great shape. Obviously, winning the axle and breaking the world record. He then won the Hercules hold, which no one ever could have imagined.
Well, I knew he'd be good at the Hercules hold.
Yeah.
I know how good his grip is, but no one was expecting to see Mark Felix not win the Hercules hold.
No, and it's not because Iron Biby beat Mark's record or anything like that. Mark just didn't
Mark
have
had a bad day.
Yeah,
and,
he did.
He still came third on it.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't Mark's day, and every athlete has days like that. But you got to give credit to Iron Biby. He came in shape. He is one of those guys where you don't really know what kind of shape he's going to come in. I did say beforehand, I thought he could do really well in this contest if he came in shape. And it's great to see, He's still a relatively young man. He's got so much potential ahead of him. Clean up that technique a little bit. He could be one of the strongest men on the planet. He could go on and break a number of world records and win plenty of international shows. So, what an evening for Iron Biby. Obviously disappointed his bicep was causing him issues at the end. It would have still been tough, I think, for him to win overall, because there were some very good stone performances, the likes of Novikov, obviously Tom Stoltman, Evan Singleton, Luke Stoltman. They're all great stone lifters. So
I think we worked out he would have had to come top 4 in order to win the overall, and I don't think his stones are good enough against those guys.
Probably not quite just yet,
No.
but it's an event. If he puts the work in, you know, we've already seen good progress on other events. Healthy bicep, 100%. He's going to be a hard man to beat in these up-and-coming Giants live shows this year.
So, in closing, congratulations Iron Biby on the new Axel world record.
While you're here, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my awesome strength content.